and I'm delighted to welcome you to Dewey's sixth grade celebration of the class of 2020. While this has been anything but a typical school year, some things remain constant. Our commitment to each and every student and their family, our dedication to Dewey's mission of educating the whole child, mind, body, and heart. And one other thing that remains the same, each sixth grader's sense of excitement and anticipation about beginning middle school. Are you guys excited? Yay, I see this, I see some. Okay, all right. Completing elementary school is a milestone. Besides reading, writing, and arithmetic, you've learned about compromise, cooperation, and collaboration. Sixth graders, we know you're ready for this. Be steady and don't be impulsive. Turn to others for help when you need it. The skills you're honing, compromise, cooperation, and collaboration, will serve you well as you transition to middle school and beyond. I heard a story on the radio that I want to pass along to you. Admiral James Stavridis served in the Navy from 1976 to 2013. He was the Commander, U.S. Southern Command, the Commander, U.S. European Command, and the NATO Supreme Allied Commander in Europe. He was the first naval officer to hold all these positions. He admitted that he was a reckless ship handler when he was a captain. He often banged his ships on piers when he tried to steer alone without any help. One time he was heading into Pearl Harbor and he was particularly careless. And it was then that he really learned not to take chances with ships. The lesson he took away was be steady and work with tugboats who will help you maneuver when it's crowded and challenging. Don't operate unilaterally. So reaching a milestone like moving from elementary school to middle school marks a turning point. And it's healthy to feel a little bit of apprehension. You're headed into uncharted waters, but you're bigger and smarter than you've ever been, and you have a lot ahead of you. So be steady, don't be impulsive, don't take chances with your ship, use your tugboats, those you're already familiar with, and the new ones that you will acquire. Look around at all the friends and resources that you have, parents, friends, and teachers. We're all here for you. We're all in this together. For all intents and purposes, by the time this ceremony ends, you are going to be seventh graders. Congratulations. Hats off to the class of 2020. And now I'd like to welcome your sixth grade teachers.
We want to start by taking the time to thank a handful of parents who helped with our virtual promotion. We would like to thank Katie Scott, Tiffany Davis, and Katie Davis. And while we're at it, we would like to say thank you to all the support that you, all of the parents, have given to your student, to me, to Mrs. McCulloch, to our classrooms, and to Dewey School. It takes a team.
So welcome to Dewey's sixth grade virtual promotion. On any other year, we would all be sitting outside at Dewey's amphitheater. Students would be sitting in the bleachers, and parents would be sitting on the hill behind their students. But as we all know, circumstances are different this year, and here we are. In little squares, in separate houses, in separate towns, but all coming together for our kids. That part remains the same.
We started this journey with you all 180 school days ago on the first day of sixth grade.
No, we did not. You're forgetting that we started with this group of kids in fifth grade, which is 360 school days ago.
You're right. However, they sure look different now than they did back then. Today, they're each a foot taller than they were at the start of fifth grade. In fact, many of them are even taller than me.
The first day of fifth grade, we were saying hello, getting to know each other.
And now we are saying goodbye. But before we say goodbye, let's reflect on our time together.
Let's go back to fifth grade. Remember we had a combo class with Mrs. Gardner?
You were the first class to implement a class government at Dewey.
You all created laws that were established for the next 2 years. You experienced firsthand the 3 branches of government, the election process, and bill writing.
We went to the state capitol and Point Bonita and the Marin Headlands. Remember the lighthouse, the Golden Gate Bridge, and the Marine Mammal Center? Some of you hiked up Hill 88.
And how about the Snowflake Geometry Project and the Regions Across America report and the Revolutionary War walkthrough?
And then remember, at open house, we had all those special guests come.
Who?
Walt Disney, Helen Keller, Annie Oakley, Harriet Tubman, even Abraham Lincoln.
Oh yeah, the Wax Museum. Then summer came. Some of our friends moved to middle school, Mrs. Gardner moved to 4th grade, and you all became the leaders of the school.
That's right. And you embraced that leadership by creating your very own theme of the year. If you can dream it, you can do it.
You even shared the theme with our school community by creating posters for each room and talking with each class about what that theme meant to you. Think about how inspiring you all were to all the younger kids.
And our symbols of the year became the pencil and the light bulb. The light bulb represented creativity and out-of-the-box thinking, and the pencil represented putting those ideas to work. Mrs. McCulloch, what will you always remember about this year?
I'll remember our field trip to Sac State to see the planetarium. It was really neat to see you all watch the college students on campus and to get the feeling of what college might be like for you one day. The planetarium itself was pretty cool too. We got to see Dewey from a bird's eye view, the constellations, and marvel at the night sky.
I liked our big hands-on projects like the haunted house for sale at Halloween and Winter Wonderland right before Christmas break. I also enjoyed reading several books for the first time with this class, like A Long Walk to Water and The Lightning Thief. But what I am most proud of this year was watching you guys grow into scientific writers. Your scientific arguments impressed me.
And who can forget Westminster Woods?
Not me. I love spending 4 days and 3 nights with 60 of our favorite people.
Westminster Woods can be summed up in 2 words.
Gaga ball. Raise your hand if you kissed a banana slug.
Raise your hand if you jumped out of a tree.
Raise your hand if you took a shower.
And of course, a big thank you to a great group of parent chaperones.
That's true. We could not have done it without them.
We ended our trip to Westminster Woods at the beach, where we all got into our cars to drive back home. As our self-service returned, we received phone calls and text messages from Dewey telling us that school was closed due to COVID-19 for 3 weeks.
That's right, 3 weeks. We thought we'd all see each other after spring break and do the ancient world walkthrough.
But here we are. Unfortunately, we've had to miss the walkthrough, the science fair, the River Cats game, volleyball game, swim party.
Let's not focus on that. Let's think about the things that made us smile.
I know what made me smile. Go back to the start of 6th grade. Who were you all back then? You were a class of Visco girls and boys.
Scrunchies on the rails.
Masks.
But that fad didn't last. What took its place?
the renegade, and all the other TikTok dances.
Oh, you all are a group that made us proud as we watched you apply the skills we have worked on for the last 2 years to make distance learning successful. You showed up every day, on time, ready to participate. You independently, without us standing over your shoulder and prompting you, you started your daily assignments, you completed your daily assignments, and you turned in your daily assignments.
Most of the work you guys did during this time was independent. And that reminds me of a quote from John Wooden. A true test of a person's character is what he or she does when no one is watching.
We don't know what school is going to look like this fall, but remember, it is self-discipline that's going to carry you through. Have work to do? Just do it. Need to focus to get it done? Just do it.
We hope you always remember the pencil and the light bulb.
Be creative.
And hard work.
And now we have 2 student speeches. And we're going to start with the student representative from room 19, Amrita Chopra.
Good morning, fellow classmates, teachers, and principal. My name is Amrita Chopra, and it's an honor to speak here today. I would like to reflect on some good times I've had at Dewey. For example, we had some very fun field trips, like Westminster Woods, Point Bonita, and the Sac State Planetarium. Others were the River Cats game, the swim party, and Sutter's Fort, where we got to hang out with each other outside of school and got to know each other better. We also did some fun projects like the Wax Museum, the Winter Wonderland, and the Haunted Houses, which would not have been possible without the help of our parents and teachers. So thank you to all the parents and teachers who helped us throughout this journey. Dr. Seuss once said, "You're on your own, and you know what you know, and you are the one who will decide where to go." I chose this quote because Dewey gave us the opportunity to build our own identity and gave us tools of learning, observing, listening carefully, and making us realize our full potential. I would like to thank Ms. Peffley for teaching us different forms of art, Mr. Deal for teaching us to stay active, Ms. Kaufman for teaching us the basics of music, and Ms. Asher for introducing us to good books. The combined effort of our teachers at Dewey have prepared us for our next chapter in middle school. Finally, thank you to my fellow graduates. We made some lifelong friends and great memories at Dewey. It's sad that we weren't able to finish our 6th grade at school due to COVID-19, but I hope you're ready to start a new chapter of our lives by doing the right thing, studying hard, and making new memories. There are great things coming for us, and each one of you should be proud of yourself. So congratulations to my fellow graduates.
Thank you, Amrita. And now representing room 20, we have Levi Payton.
Hello, 6th grade students and teachers. Today is the day that we celebrate our many accomplishments at Dewey and the transition from elementary school to middle school. There will be many new challenges that we will all face heading into middle school, but our 6th grade teachers have prepared us for the challenges that lie ahead. As we go our separate ways, we will always remember our time together at Dewey. Over our years together at Dewey, we have shared so many happy memories of each other, and we have gotten to know each other very well. And I'm sure that when we head off to middle school, we will deeply miss our classmates. I would like to recognize our outstanding 6th grade teachers who have adapted so well during this difficult time. But even before the whole coronavirus started, Mrs. McCulloch and Mrs. Janeway have gone above and beyond to provide us with the information and the tools we need to succeed. We appreciate your guys' hard work. I would also like to recognize Mrs. Clipp, who has also adjusted so well during this time. We will miss her, and we wish her a happy retirement. One of the most important lessons that I have learned at Dewey is that hard work and perseverance always pays off.
He was
No matter the circumstance, from everyday math homework to the Wax Museum, if you truly try your hardest, things will turn out well in the end. It is uncertain how middle school will start, but I am confident that our 6th grade teachers have prepared us for the challenges that lie ahead. Congratulations, everyone.
Thank you, Levi. All right, we are now going to be playing a special slideshow for you to highlight each of our wonderful 6th grade students.
Well, congratulations to the class of 2020. That was a wonderful tribute. You all have so many dreams, and we wish them all to come true for you. That concludes our celebration today. Thank you all for joining us, and have a really safe and happy summer.